Bon Temps, Louisiana is just your typical small town filled with vampires, werewolves, panthers, witches, and fairies. Weird, right? A few years ago, scientists created a synthetic blood that allowed vampires to live with humans peacefully.
You ever pretend to be one of us again?
Well, theoretically.
I'll kill you.
Then humans discovered that vampire blood, or V, is like an addictive drug with incredible healing powers.
V will open up your mind to everything around you.
Sookie Stackhouse is a waitress who can hear people's thoughts, but not vampires.
I can't hear you.
Bill is her boyfriend.
Get out!
Or was. It's complicated. Vampire Eric also loves Sookie.
You know you have feelings for me.
Ew.
He owns Fangtasia.
Fangtasia?
With Pam, his vampire daughter. Bill also has a baby vamp, Jessica.
Hi, Daddy.
Sookie works for Sam Merlot at his restaurant. He's got a thing for Sookie too, and he's a shapeshifter.
Can you turn into cats, birds?
Dog's easiest for me.
Lafayette works in the kitchen, but he's also a drug dealer, a prostitute, and a webcam operator. His cousin Tara is the bartender. She's Sookie's BFF and has a serious dude. That's probably because her evangelical alcoholic mama really messed her up.
Who's ugly now?
Tara's got a crush on Jason Stackhouse.
Hi, Jason.
Sookie's womanizing brother, but he ignores her, so she jumps Sam's bones. That's okay, because for a while, if you slept with Jason, you ran the risk of waking up dead, and not vampire dead, really dead. Jason's best friend Renee was Bon Temps's very first serial killer and tried to frame him until Sookie saved the day. Renee was engaged to Arlene the waitress. Now, Arlene has Renee's devil fetus growing inside of her.
Excuse me?
And she's engaged again to Terry.
I'm the luckiest man in the world.
Tara gets in some trouble and meets Marianne. She introduces her to eggs. Tara falls in love. Marianne turns into a Maenad and puts the whole damn town under a spell. Shapeshifting Sam pulls a fast one and rips her heart out. Jason joins the Fellowship of the Sun, a cult of crazy vampire-hating Bible thumpers that kidnap Godric, Eric's vampire daddy. Reverend Steve Newland admires Jason's strength, and his wife admires Jason's stamina. Sookie and Bill help find Godric, and Eric tricks Sookie into drinking his blood. Now she can't stop dreaming about him. Can you blame her? Jason quits the cult and saves the day, and then ruins the day by killing eggs. Andy
It's Detective Bellefleur.
takes the blame and makes Jason a cop.
I want to be out in the field.
He finds police work a little unstimulating. Jessica meets Jason's friend Hoyt. They fall in love and move in together. His mom wants to kill her. Eric and Pam torture Lafayette for selling V, but later they need his help. They've been selling V for Sophie Ann, the vampire queen of Louisiana.
Just move the product.
Lafayette takes the V to Hotshot. Everyone in that town is a little off. Maybe because they're all werepanthers.
What the hell? That ain't so bad.
Jason falls in love with Crystal. That pisses off her brother, cousin, fiance Felton because she's supposed to make little panther babies with him. Jason isn't nearly as freaked out by this as he should be. To protect Crystal and her family, he tells Andy
It's Detective Bellefleur.
about the drugs in Hotshot. The plan doesn't work out in their favor, and Jason is left with a mess on his hands. Tara is sad about eggs and tries to kill herself. Lafayette takes her to see his psycho mama. He meets Jesus.
Jesus!
They fall in love. Tara meets Franklin Mott, and it's love at first sight. For him. So he kidnaps her and wants to make her his vampire bride. Bill also proposes. But before she can say yes, he's kidnapped by werewolves under the command of Russell Edgington,
Your Majesty.
the vampire king of Mississippi, who will stop at nothing in his quest for power. Franklin is investigating Bill and finds a genealogy report that Bill has secretly been keeping on Sookie. Eric hires Alcide to protect Sookie as she tries to find Bill.
So you know a vampire?
Alcide is a smoking hot werewolf that used to be engaged to the V-addicted werewolf bitch, Debbie Pelt. But she left him for Cooter,
Cooter? Seriously?
the leader of another werewolf pack, who are all addicted to vampire blood supplied by Russell. Sam tracks down his birth family and learns he has a shapeshifter brother, Tommy, who's being forced to fight in dogfights by his white trash parents. Sam takes Tommy in. Tommy robs Sam. Sam retaliates. Turns out, Sam has a violent past and is sort of a badass. Russell orders Lorena, Bill's vampire maker, to kill him.
Not define me!
Lorena is a crazy bitch with an undying love for Bill. Sookie and Tara escape and rescue Bill, who is so excited to see her, he puts her in a coma. While totally out of it, Sookie gets a visit from Claudine.
Can't seem to stay out of trouble.
And we finally get an answer to the question everyone has been asking.
What are you?
What are you?
What are you? I'm a fairy?
Sookie's blood let you walk in the sunlight.
For a few minutes, if that.
Eric wants to avenge his family that was killed by Russell 1,000 years ago, so he stakes Russell's BF Talbot. Russell loses it, and the American Vampire League is screwed. So is Eric.
I can offer you the sun.
It's all a trick. Eric buries him in cement. Bill tries to pull a fast one on Eric, but it doesn't work.
Did you tell her you were originally sent by the Queen of Louisiana to procure her?
Get out of my house.
Sookie's had enough with vampires. Bill fights for Sookie anyway, but someone else comes to her rescue. And it's a fairy tale ending. Seriously.